Hello, my name is Jade or JD, and I was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder. This is my first video talking about the illness, but I wanted to make it because I'm passionate about it, and there's a lot to be learned. There's a lot of growth available for us around how we treat mental health, especially schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, psychosis. There's so much that psychologists, psychiatrists don't even know about the brain, about the psyche. And so I feel it's important to bring awareness to our personal experiences and talk about it. My schizoaffective disorder personally is schizophrenia with depression and anxiety, and I also have CPTSD. There's a lot of stigma with schizophrenia and psychosis in general. People kind of talk about it like we are dangerous to be around. We can't be trustworthy. We can't make friends. We can't be lovers. We can't be workers. And even though those things may be hard for us, doesn't mean that we're all dangerous, you know. I think a lot of us are very innocent human beings, very beautiful, and just doing our own thing and just dealing with our own disorders internally. And it's actually a fact that people with schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, are more likely to be victims of abuse than abusers themselves. So that's an important thing to break the stigma for people to know. My personal experience has been wild. When I was 17, I had my first psychotic break. And that's pretty young because usually the symptoms come older in women, around late 20s to 30s for schizophrenia. But I had my first psychosis when I was 17, and it's always been the same one. It's been thinking that there are demons attacking me and trying to possess me. And it's not only the thought, it's the feeling. It's like I feel it in my blood. I would feel them and feel them in my bones and in my skin, and I would feel this weird feeling that's like almost indescribable, but is very, very terrifying. And it's when I moved, I would move and then I would hear voices. They would use my energy against me and call me names when I moved. So when a normal person moves, they're just doing, I don't like to say normal, but when just a regular movement, people are moving, and then it works out, and that's what it is. But for me, it was I would move, and then they would use that to call me names, really horrific names, and attack me internally. So like I felt like I was being attacked internally from my blood and my body when I moved. So, and that actually lasted a long time. The psychotic break went away when I was around 18, 19. I was put on antipsychotics, and then it came back full blown, a lot worse, when I was 26 or 25. I think it was 26. And it's the same thing. The demons were attacking me. They were calling me names, using my movements against me. And not only that, but this time I couldn't think properly. It's hard in psychosis because a part of it is we have a hard time organizing our thoughts and feeling like we have discernment in certain areas of cognition, in certain areas of life. So I'm dealing with very a chaotic brain right now, and so getting these words is hard. Getting my point across is hard, but I'm trying. I want to mention that even though it's really hard living with schizophrenia, and it's not only hard for me, it's hard for family members and others around me, that I also like to, as a coping mechanism and as a part of identity for myself, I like to see the beauty in it. I like to see the fact that, you know, I have hallucinations, and in a sense I can be proud that I am so mystical, that I am, and it's kind of magical in a sense that I have those experiences, that I see shapes in the sky, that I have been in contact with demons, you know, that I have overcome them and fought them off multiple times in my life, and that I've like gone up and moved and just kept going and gone for walks while they were attacking every step, every movement. I can look at myself in the mirror at the end of the day and tell myself, I'm proud of you for having this horrific like internal world and still going. And I know for a fact I'm not alone. It's actually a popular delusion. The demons specifically is a very popular delusion within the psychosis, schizophrenia community, and a lot of people go through it and overcome it and become stronger from it. And so I want to bring awareness to that, of how strong, how much strength that takes, of how much resilience that takes and courage that takes to wake up every day and not feel totally fearful of everything in life. Yeah, one thing that I feel like a lot of people with schizophrenia is there's an isolation with friends, loved ones, and like work life, like doing regular daily tasks. There's this kind of gap where it's hard to feel like a normal person. There's an alienation there, and so that can be really hard to deal with, and that's something that I've definitely felt. I felt like I can't function like a person in society, and I'm just grateful that I have a roof over my head right now and food to eat. But I know not everyone has that chance, and so it's important not to judge those people, but help them. We're literally all on earth together, and not everyone has the same reality, so you never know why someone might be homeless, you never know why someone might not be able to work, you never know why someone might not be able to have friends or a lover. It's really, really, really important not to judge people in general, because we all have our internal world, and they could be going through like demons attacking them, and that's a valid excuse, I would say. And that's just one, that's just my experience, but I know there are other experiences that people have gone through that I could not even fathom. So I want to bring awareness to that and let people know that they're not alone, and that I see the beauty in you and your illness, even though it's hard. And I just think you're a beautiful person, and I will forever do my best to not judge people and help people who have been struggling with mental health, who have been struggling with homelessness, because a part of what I went through was homelessness, well, the second time around, when I was a young adult, I couldn't find, I hitchhiked across the province, and I didn't have a home for a while, and I wasn't in contact with anyone in my family. And when I tell people, it just sounds like, oh, I'm an adventurous soul, I'm courageous, but meanwhile I was going through psychosis. And I am an adventurous soul, but homelessness is a big problem within the mental health community, and sharing why we can't have homes, like we can't communicate our needs properly, or we can't think properly, organize our thoughts, we can't work, we can't have friends. Not saying can't as in like never, but like it's really difficult to do those things. It's important to understand that, and so I will forever try to help people in my own way, and I thought this video was a good way of bringing awareness to that, and letting people know who have schizophrenia that I see the beauty in you, and that you're not alone, and that it's just something that you can relate to, hopefully, on your own time. So thank you for watching the video. If you want me to do any more videos, talk about anything related to my schizoaffective disorder, leave it in the comments and I will check it out. Thank you for watching and supporting.